Auntie?
Yes, it's Dorcas.
Please, madam, it's Dorcas. Madam Dorcas.
No, I'm saying the student who is there. I see Miss Dorcas.
Okay.
I saw it.
Madam, please, Martin Luther.
Auntie?
Yes, it's Dorcas.
Please, madam, it's Dorcas. Madam Dorcas.
No, I'm saying the student who is there. I see Miss Dorcas. No, just let me know. He doesn't have to come. Mark, you don't know his name.
Okay, madam, Martin Luther.
And then who else is behind you?
Richard.
Okay, hi Richard. And then who else is hiding?
Madam Aisha Hussein.
Huh?
Aisha Hussein.
Okay, Aisha.
Yes.
Okay, hi Aisha. And who else?
Madam Solomon Konadi.
Hi Solomon. Okay. So that's the only four of you there, right?
Yes, madam.
Okay, good. Ejura, who do you guys have?
Hello.
Hello. Ejura, who is there with you guys?
Deborah, John Paul, Dominic Senior and Junior, and Beto, and Angela.
So how many are you guys in total?
8.
8. Okay, nice. Yeah, I see Amira. I see Julie. Hi, Julie. I see Ariane. Amira, are you with your sisters?
Yeah, they should be in the call already.
Oh, I see Naima. I don't see Rama.
Naima and Rama are sharing a computer.
Oh, okay, nice. So today Amira and Rama. Yeah, sorry, I don't know whether Naima told you Naima and Rama. I don't know whether Amira told you guys that I'm not feeling well. That's why we had to meet on Zoom today. Today we're gonna go back and do our presentation, the things that we have not done. Next week we are starting our AI stuff. So we wanna use today to catch up on presentations and whatnot. And then we have a project. Ariane, Julie, and Ethan is not here. Naima, Amira, and even Timmy Ghana. I will let Ariane explain the project so that you guys can think about it and watch what the approach that you guys want us to go from there. So Ariane, you want over to you.
I didn't mean to share my screen, but so you guys know what peeps are, right?
No.
Peeps are basically these like little marshmallows that are do you mind if I share my screen real quick? Miss Letitia, can I share my screen real quick?
Go ahead, sorry.
Okay. Okay, so peeps are these kind of little dove marshmallow things, little chicken looking marshmallows. And every year around this time, people come together, especially in Westminster. We have this thing called the Peep Show. And the Peep Shows will look like this. Like, you see this caterpillar right here? Every single item on that caterpillar is a peep. It's a little bit easier to see with something like this, but you see what I mean, right? Like peeps, 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 but people come together and make these giant peep statues, and it looks pretty epic. So this year, we were thinking, what if we made a peep statue or something to do for the peep show? Now, there's a couple of things you can do to get to the peep show. Some things you can submit. It doesn't have to do with necessarily peeps. You can do a painting like this picture. You can see how this picture incorporates peeps. Like over here, over here, over here, over here, over here, over here. Yeah. Oh, and there are things that you can get. So you can view the marshmallow masterpieces. There's a couple of different ways you can make them. You can make sculptures, dioramas, mosaics, videos. As long as they include peeps in them, they're all free game. And it takes place at the town mall. Here's just some of the examples of previous peep shows. And for entry information, registration is closed, but we've entered, so that's good. We can only submit one thing though, so we have to really think about this. We can't mess up. Well, we can mess up. That's part of the process, but we got to make sure that our final design is what we like. It's also not fair game to enter a display that they don't have the rights to, or alter or remove the display.
Just think about her, how excited she was when she came here.
Sorry, who's speaking right now?
And I think about it. And,
Okay.
it's just,
Sorry, Aria, continue.
Okay, sorry. I know this is a little bit boring. I don't have the most fun voice right now. Yeah. So basically, they have to be peeps. We can't like submit nuclear waste. Like, so we're trying to brainstorm ideas for the peeps. What do you think we should submit? I'm gonna ask all of you.
I suggested that we do like a painting because not it's not like I don't love the idea of like making a sculpture out of peeps, but I feel like that would be a little bit messy, and seeing as how we don't really have um enough time to like correct major mistakes or stuff like that. We should do something that is less sticky, so to speak.
Yeah, and also peeps could be pretty expensive, so I think we should do something other from the peep statue, which is kind of sad because the peep statues are always pretty cool, but who knows? Anybody else have any ideas?
Naima, Amira, Hadassah.
Mama said that she wants to make a volcano for some reason.
Huh?
Rama wants to make a volcano.
Oh, wow.
A peep volcano?
Yeah.
Actually, that's not a bad idea for once. I don't know. We can put that into consideration.
Arian.
Yeah, so we will revisit this topic back before we end the class session today. So whatever it is, if you have any drawing you want to show or concept let me let us know, and then we will I found out this, we found out very late, so the time is now on our side, so we have to come up with a concept today, and then we will get the supply, and then next week Saturday is due next week Saturday, by the way. So, but next week Saturday, after while we are in class, before class and after class, we will design our stuff, and then I will deliver to this the mall after that. Okay, are we good? Okay, so now who is ready to do their presentation? So some you guys might be wondering, what do we need to present, right? Adasa, I'll get you. I'm gonna talk to your mom. I'm gonna get you set up, okay? And I apologize. So we have had several.
Letitia,
Yeah,
they can't hear you.
really? This is not good. Okay, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So we've had in case you are wondering, what do I need to present about, right? We've had several presentation opportunities for you guys to practice your public speaking skills and also presentation skills. One of them was a country profile. The other one was the field trips, right? And also, remind me, guys, what else? The field trips. Yeah, I think the field trips that we've had. And then for Ghana, I said anybody that wants to give a presentation on the volunteer service that was done last year, that you guys went to teach some of the students in Jurai and Frante, right? And so that is the goal for today. Whoever hasn't presented, this is your time to present. And I have been reviewing your assignment, the country profile. I know resources, internet, and all that stuff is limited. Computers are limited. I understand that. But I also feel like many of you didn't put in the effort of making your work unique. You went with the same template that your classmates had. You guys are in high school. And so you guys are in high school. We want better advanced stuff from you guys. A lot of them were just black and whites. The effort wasn't really that, and I understand you are dealing with limited resources. Few of you went a little bit above, and so just to put it out there that when we give assignment, even though sometimes you guys are using the same computer and stuff, try to be a little bit unique in getting your stuff out there. Okay, thank you. Any questions before we start? Okay, so who is going? I know Naima and Rama have done theirs. Ariane has not. Julie hasn't.
Hey, I have done mine.
Hey, please, what did you do? What country?
Huh? I
What
did
country?
Iceland.
Can somebody vouch for this guy? Julie.
I can redo my my presentation again if you want.
Yes.
Okay.
We don't have the memory of you presenting. Okay, so Julie, you want to go? And Ghana, whoever wants to go next, type your name there so we can go from there, okay? Send me a message that I want to go next. Julie, you heard me? I asked you, are you ready to present? What are you going to be able to present? I can't hear you.
Next week.
What's wrong with your presentation?
It's not finished.
The whole time,
I've forgotten about it. I'm
Even-
sorry.
even though I gave an announcement yesterday. Wow.
I didn't see it. I need to check my phone. I didn't even know that we were doing online today. I came to the library.
Sorry about that. Anybody want to start?
I mean, I guess I'll start.
Okay, thank you, Irene.
Oh, wait, someone else will have to do it.
Martin Luther, go ahead.
Please. My reports. Introduction. My name is Martin Luther. I am EBI student in Team Ghana. I am in Basic 8. Preparation. I feel happy. I feel happy when I heard that we will be going to Accra Kotoka Airport. I packed my things, such as pen and book. I told my mother, my father, and my friends. I was expected that I would see some helicopters. Journey to Accra. On 19th October, we set off from Fante around 8:16 p.m. and we meet the bus around 9:15 p.m. in Ejia to Konongo, and Konongo is the last town of Ashanti region. Around 4:10 a.m., we were at Accra. Around 8:16 a.m., we were at Accra Kotoka International Airport to start our trip. I saw China Mall on the way of Accra. Morning arrival at the airport before entry. 20th October, around 4:10, we were at Accra near the police house. We spent few minutes to brush our teeth and buy porridge around there. Around 8:16, we were at Kotoka. When we entered Kotoka, I saw a lot in the airport, like wrapping area and elevators. History of Accra Kotoka Airport. The person who defined the history for us is called Afua Opori. She said that the airport has a rich history, originally serving as a military airfield during World War II under the British Royal Air Force. After the war, President Kwame Nkrumah initiated a development project in 1956 to transform the military base into a functional terminal building, completing the project in 1958. The airport store, Kotoka International Airport. When I entered there, I saw many people holding trolley. They are called passengers. They are three terminals in the airport: Terminal 1, Terminal 2, and Terminal 3. Terminal 1 serves local flights. Terminal 2 serves only domestic flights. Terminal 3 serves international and long-haul operators. And also, I saw a lot there like luggage. The airport check-in counter. The person who described the airport check-in counter for us is called Afua Ofori. She explained us that the airport check-in is the process whereby an airline approves airplane passengers to board an airplane for a flight. It's where they check your passport when traveling intentionally. Flight information, paper tickets, less and less common, or e-tickets with a confirmation number usually sent via email if ticket is purchased online or through a travel agency, or printed initially with a confirmation number. I saw a lot there like passport and visa. So the image of check-in counter. Immigration. The person who talked to us about the immigration job at the airport is called Osika. He teaches us that the immigration is process of passengers through arrival, departures controls, ensure document security, and provides statistical data. And he also teaches us that if your passport is not valid, you will be under arrest. Waiting area. Waiting area at the Kotoka International Airport is where passengers wait for their flight to another country in any terminal they are signed in, include C1, C2, C3, C4, and we entered C3. I saw Jerry and Kente Close. So the image of waiting area. The runway, Kotoka International Airport. The airport runway is flat and hard surface where the airplane sets off. I saw a lot there. They are helicopters and cars like Dolly. So the image of the runway. The arrival. At the arrival room, you have to place all your hand luggage for screening in the tray provided. The metal objects like bells, bracelets are to be placed in the trays, provided. The three ways to the arrival hall are steps, escalator, elevator, and we pass through the elevator. So this is the escalator, and this is the elevator. So at the airport elevator, that is it. That's we pass through. The customs. The person who educates us about the work of the customs officers at airports is called MAF. He said passengers must go by the most direct route to the customs examination area and with all luggages. He also said that The narcotic officer checks bars to gain insight into the production and distribution of illegal drugs. Career that I want to pursue and why. There are so many careers at the airports, like pilots, flight attendants, air hostess, immigration officer, but I like to pursue flight attendants because I love helping others with their needs. The experience that I get when I back home. On my way coming, I saw China Mall, Marina Hotel, and I also get experience in Portugal International Airport. Online check-in, prepare for security, dress for security, keep yourself entertained, relax in an airport lounge. So the specific town, when you're going to the Accra, Mampong town, Agona town, Jabin, Konongo, and the Accra. Challenges. I feel happy. I feel happy in all things, but get faulty on the way. So next time, we light a different car. Recommendation. I feel comfortable, but next time, I like to visit Kumasi Manshia Palace. Thank you. So this is the airport image. The entry of the airport. Thank you.
Wow. Martin, good job, Martin. Your PowerPoint has really
Thank you.
good job. Anybody has any, any
Please, madam, I am done.
Miss Letitia, if you want, I can say what you have to say. Just you can chat it to me, and then
yeah,
I'll say it so you don't have to use your voice.
Well, that was a great presentation.
We can take questions, right? Probably if anyone has questions for him, you can ask. Please, do we have any questions for him? Okay, Doug in Nigeria has a question. So Doug, you can go ahead.
Please, what does the check-in counter do?
Please, I can't hear you.
Martin,
Hello.
hello, Martin.
I hear. Can't hear your question.
Martin,
Hi.
hello, Martin.
I hear you. Talk. Hello.
Martin, your voice is off.
Okay. The airport check-in counter. The person who described the airport check-in counter for us is called Afua Ofori. He explained us that the airport check-in is the process whereby an airline approves airplane passengers to board an airplane for a flight. It's where they check your passport when traveling intentionally, flight information, paper tickets, less and less common, or e-tickets with a confirmation number, usually sent via email if ticket is purchased online or through a travel agency, or printed initially with a confirmation number. I saw a lot there like passport and visa.
Okay, thank you so much, Martin, for the detailed explanation about what the check-in counter is like at the airports. Please, does anyone have other questions for Martin before we move to the next presenter? Wait, Okay, if there are no other questions, thank you so much, Martin, for your presentation. I can see Solomon is ready.
Yes.
Oh, okay, so we can take from Solomon. Please, as Solomon presents, let's all pay attention so that if you have any question, you can ask. If you have additions to, you can feel free to add. We want to be sure that you are listening. So when he is done and there's no any comment, it suggests to us that probably you did not get what he was presenting, or maybe you already know what he is talking about. So we want you to be able to contribute to others' presentation. It's a good skill, okay? Thank you. So Solomon, the floor is yours. Please, those of you here, you see the light is not steady. So you have to pay attention. Who are the MPs right there? Where are they? The flag has now.
Introduction. My name is Solomon Konadu. I am in class 6. I am EBI student in Team Ghana. I am 12 years of age. Preparation. I felt happy when I heard that we would be going to Kotoka International Airport on 19 October 2023. I took my bag brush, toothpaste, jacket, and my food. Journey to Accra. We set off from around 8:16 p.m. and we reached Ejura. We got to Accra exactly 8:54 p.m. At 8:24, we reached Kotoka International Airport. Morning arrival at the airport. Before we enter the Kotoka International Airport, we met and took pictures. When we entered the airport, I saw a lot of cars and airplanes. We spent almost 1 hour for pictures before entering the airport. History of Kotoka International Airport. The airport was originally a military airport used by the British Royal Air Force during World War II. The facility was handed over to civilian authorities after the war. A developmental project was launched in 1956 by President Kwame Nkrumah to reconfigure the structure into a terminal building. Issue of Kotoka International Airport. Picture of Kotoka International Airport. The airport tour. I saw many people, mansions, cars, and trees. Kotoka is divided in 3 terminals. Terminals like international flight, local flight, and domestic flight. Runway. The airport runway ground has large way, which the airport take off. I saw so many airplanes at the runway. The arrival. You will go through the immigration and pass control area of the airport. There are 3 ways a passengers can get to the arrival hall: through the elevators, escalators, and normal steps. We pass through the elevator. The customs. The custom officer. Their work is to check in when you are bringing weapon or which is not allowed in the country. Check-in counter is where you check your document, visa. You also check in your bags. Passengers can also drop off their luggage and get their boarding pass at counters. Made of check-in counter. Immigration. Officials at custom and immigration are checking travelers for things like whether they have the right document to be in the country, whether they were illegally allowed to be there, and whether they were bringing anything illegal with them. Waiting area. Waiting area is designated area at the airport where passengers wait for their flight, and I saw people waiting for their flights. Which career at the airport did you pursue and why? There are so many careers at the airport, like airport manager, pilot, aircraft controller. I would like to become an aircraft controller so that I can coordinate the movement of aircraft, including within the vicinity of airports and between altitude sector and controller centers so that they maintain safe distance. Your experience back home. When we came home, I saw a lot of cars. China Mall, Marina Hotel. We went to China Mall and I saw a lot of cars, drinks. Image of China Mall. Image of Marina Hotel. Challenges. The bus. I was sleeping, so I did not see the towns we passed through. Recommendation for future trip. I suggest we should take a good car next time when we are going on a trip. Overpass, Pokuase Overpass. Made of Pokuase Overpass. Made of Achimota Overpass. The Kwashi Overpass. Specific town, Ejura to Accra. Ejura, Biabin, Konongo, Jamasi, Mampong, Aguna, Ejisu, Suhum, Efijasi, and Accra. Thank you. Yes, I am done. Yes, madam. I'm done.
Okay, thank you so much, Solomon. Thank you so much, Solomon. Questions for Solomon? Or contributions to his presentation? I think those of us at Fante can ask questions, even though he is with you there. Aguna team, you can ask questions if you have any. Those of you at Ejura, our electricity is not stable here, so it's just on and off, but we are following. So we can ask questions from here. And Team US, I think maybe you would like to hear more about this, because the team here, most of them participated in the trip. So feel free to also ask questions or make contributions. Okay, maybe I should ask my first question. Solomon, you mentioned was it bypass or interchanges? And I heard Tetekwachi interchange. So were there those interchange you passed by, or you were just talking about general ones that can be found in Accra?
General one.
Oh, okay, that's fine. That's fine. Thank you. Does anyone have a question? Solomon, they say they don't have questions, so. Is any other person ready from Fante, or Ejura should take over? Okay, Julie, I'm not sure though, but I think it might be from your end, because we can hear from each other. Please, is there anyone else from Fante who wants to present?
No, sir.
Okay, so the draw team, those who are ready can start.
Okay.
You should come on. Which of them are representing the countries? So, John Paul from Edra is to present. And for this time, I want all of us to be able to follow very well, so that after the presentation, we can make comments or we can ask our questions. Sometimes it's good to also push him to bring out some of the things he might not have said during the presentations. Thank you. You can go ahead.
I am Dombari John Paul, EBI student from Edra in Ghana. Why I chose Egypt? I chose Egypt because I know more about Egypt, and it is the beautiful country in many tourist sites. Egypt. History of ancient Egypt. People settled in Egypt as early as 6,000 BC. Over time, small villages joined together to become states until kingdoms emerged. Lower Egypt, which covers the Nile River Delta up to the Mediterranean Sea in the north, and Upper Egypt, which covers the Nile Valley in the south. Independence of Egypt. In difference to the growing nationalism and at the suggestion of the High Commissioner Lord Allenby, the UK unilaterally declared Egyptian independence on 28 February 1922, abolishing the protectorate and establishing an independent kingdom of Sawat Pasha became prime minister. Flag of Egypt. The flag bears Egypt's national emblem, the Egyptian eagle of Saladin. Centered in the white band, the flag is horizontally divided into red, white, black. The color, I can't see. The black color flag with the eagle of Saladin, variant of the national flag without the eagle of Saladin. National flag with two white fold crossed ancestors in cartoon. The red band symbolized the Egyptian bloods in the war against colonization. The white band symbolized the coup of the Egyptian heart. The black band below the white symbolizes the manner in which darkness is overcome. Map of Egypt. The brown color is the Egyptian. The ash one, Libya. The blue one is the Red Sea. You can see the right side. There's ash color there is Saudi Arabia. At the top, Jordan, and the last one, Syria. Neighboring country of Egypt. Countries with international borders to Egypt are the occupied Palestinian territory of the Gaza Strip, Israel, Libya, and Sudan. Egypt shares maritime borders with Cyprus, Greece, Jordan, Saudi Arabia, and Turkey. You can see the picture there. Capital city of Egypt, Cairo. Cairo is the capital and largest city of Egypt. The city's metropolitan area is the largest in the Middle East and the Arab world, and 15th largest in the world, and is associated with ancient Egypt as the famous Giza Pyramid Complex and the ancient city of Memphis, and located in its geographical area. President of Egypt, Abdel Fattah al-Sisi, born November 1951 in Cairo, at Cairo in Egypt. Egyptian military officer who became Egypt's leader in July 2013 after the country's military removed President Mohamed Morsi from power following mass protests against his rule. Sisi was elected president in May 2014 and elected to a second term. Population of Egypt. Egypt has a population of 109.3 million as at February 2024. And you can see the picture of the crowd there. Famous people in Egypt: Mohamed Salah, Anwar el-Sadat, Hosni Mubarak. We are coming to talk about Hosni Mubarak. Hosni Mubarak, military commander. Mohamed Hosni el-Said Mubarak is a former Egyptian president, leader, and military commander. He served as the fourth president and ruled from 1981 to 2011. Now we are coming to talk about Anwar el-Sadat. Anwar el-Sadat was the third president of Egypt, serving from 15 October 1970 until his assassination by fundamentalist army officer on 6th October 1981. Mohamed Salah. Mohamed Salah Hamd Marius Jali, known as Mohamed Salah or Mo Salah, is an Egyptian professional footballer who plays as a right winger or forward for Premier League club Liverpool, and captains the Egyptian national team. Do you need a visa to visit Egypt? Yes or no? Yes, you need a visa to visit Egypt. Foreigners need a valid visa to travel to Egypt. Visitors with a single entry visa must apply for a new visa before each trip. Multiple entry visas are valid for more than one trip within a limited validity period. Tourist sites in Egypt: the Nile River, the Great Pyramids of Giza, Karnak Temple. Events in Egypt: Coptic Orthodox Christmas, Abu Simbel Sum Festival, Coptic Orthodox Easter, Sham Enessim, Ramadan, Sandbox Music Festival, Eid al-Adha, El-Hijra. Tribes in Egypt: the 11 tribes featured include the Tarabin and Jebeliya in South Sinai, El Gakana north of Sharm el-Sheikh, Muzaina between Taba and Ras, Sudo on the Gulf of Aqaba, El Abada between Ras Kareb and Halayeb on the Red Sea coast, Bishari on the southern Red Sea, Nubians in Aswan, the Matrots on Egypt. Traditional wear of Egypt: men primarily wear robes called jibas, turbans and gutras, and jalabias with pants underneath. Women wear dress called sheets, also known as tubes, often worn over other layers of clothing such as a shirt or jacket in color with weather, and sometimes include headscarves called hijabs. Music and dance. I'm coming to play it. Now you can see how the Egyptians dance and their music. Festivals of Egypt: Eid al-Fitr, Eid al-Adha, Ramadan, Islamic New Year, Christmas, Sham Enessim. Greetings of Egypt: the common phrase that accompanies a greeting is Shalom. Shalom Alaikum. May peace be with you, which should be replied to with Walaikum Assalam. May peace be with you also. However, the exact phrase varies by town, city, and dialect. Occupation in Egypt: agriculture, domestication of animals, arts and crafts, architecture and engineering, trade and commerce, mummification are the main occupation of the ancient Egyptians. Agriculture. The chief occupation of the Egyptians was agriculture. The Nile provided water for irrigation. National anthem of Egypt. Let me play it for you to listen.
Yes. Pass out. Cashier. That's what it is. Bring it to the customer.
That is the Egyptian national anthem. Do's and don'ts of Egypt. Do respect the monuments, archaeological sites. Heritage, don't touch scraps or sites on it. Do dress correctly whilst there is no specific dress code portable if they do not wear shorts or have exploitation of natural resources in Egypt. Egypt said Wednesday its natural gas exports surged by 14. The Ministry of Petroleum and Mineral Resources said Egypt exports 8 million tons of natural gas in 2022, up from around 7 million tons a year earlier. Great King of Egypt, the most famous pharaoh of all time is King Tutankhamun, that from 1332 BC to 1323 BC. Although the young king introduced many religious reforms, he was not well renowned for his achievements as a ruler. Thank you. I'm done.
Okay. Thank you so much, John Paul. Do you have questions for John Paul? That was a long presentation. Hello. Yes. Please, who has a question? You can go ahead and ask.
Please, sir. You can't hear the video sound.
Oh,
video
you couldn't
sound.
hear the video sound.
National anthem.
Oh, so sorry about that. I think it's the computer settings that didn't allow you. But for the meantime, if you have questions, you can ask. If you still want to listen to the sound, I think we can go back and play it. Thank you for joining.
Hello,
Okay.
sir.
Yes.
Sir, I would like to ask him that what is the favorite food of the Egypt culture?
Okay. I think that's a good
boy.
Yeah, someone from Aguna. Please, who asked the question? Okay.
Jacob.
So, Jacob.
Sir.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's a good question. So, John Paul, can you answer?
Please, I refuse to do that. So sorry.
You say you refuse. You intentionally didn't include it.
Sorry for that.
Okay, John Paul said his research didn't include the food or the traditional food of the Egyptians. But I think this is something you should have done because you are selling Egypt and you are the one telling us everything about Egypt. So you should be able to tell us the nice food they have if you are talking about their culture. So whoever is here to present, these are some details you should not miss in your presentation. They are basic stuff that should be there. Okay. So do you have another question for John Paul? Speak louder so the others will also hear. Go ahead. You go ahead and talk.
I didn't understand this. People settled in Egypt as early as 6,000 BC. I don't understand the BC.
Okay. So he said, what is the meaning of the BC?
Before Christ.
Okay. No, you were to allow him answer. Okay. Yes. So the meaning of BC is before Christ, and it was, I think, a system of dating, or what do we call it? Yeah, that was.
Please, can you explain it?
You want to explain? There's a question on the floor. Is not settled, and you want to answer that.
Jesus will come with that.
Okay, so like I was saying, that was the system of dating for everything. You will not listen. You ask the question and I'm explaining. You are doing your own thing. Okay, ask your question.
John Paul, please, he said.
Louder, so the other.
John Paul, please, he said the great king. He ruled Egypt from 1332 to 1323. Was it from the future to the past or past to the future?
No, I think that's not a mistake. Dating before Christ was count backwards. Okay.
Okay.
Yes, that is it. Anything BC is being counted backwards.
Say BC to BC now, yeah.
Okay, do we have further questions? Okay, if there are no questions, let me just mention my own few observations for the purpose of those who have not yet presented. So when you come, you don't make some of those mistakes again, okay? One of them was mastering your presentation, okay? So if you have done your own slide and you've come to present, you should know what you have kept on each and every slide. And how do you do this? You have to do this by going over and over your presentation again, so that you can identify the words that are not easily to be pronounced by you. If you are not okay to pronounce them, then you can ask someone to help you with the pronunciations. Okay. Aguna, before you come in, let me just finish with this one quickly. So you are very acquainted with your own slide. Okay, the reason I'm asking this is that it got to a point there was a little covering on your own slide, something you have prepared, and you wanted to see that thing before you can move ahead to read. That is not a sign of a very good presentation. I hope you get it. And then again, I think we've said this time and again that if you are listing the famous people, you focus on those who are alive. Okay, the two presidents you mentioned were both not alive again. But I'm happy that you mentioned Mohamed Salah, who you cannot talk about Egypt today without mentioning. So that is a good sign. I think your work was very detailed. You kept in so much information for us to understand everything about Egypt. But these are the little things, if you had improved, it could have made your presentation better. So thank you so much. Aguna, you can go ahead now. Oh, okay. Someone asked a question about their music. I think he played the music, but the sound was not coming. So maybe when you are done and we have time, we can figure that one out before we close. Thank you. Let's go ahead. Please, if you are speaking, we can't hear from you. I don't know. I think you are muted, so you have to unmute. Wow. Please, if anyone is speaking from Aguna, we cannot hear from you. Can you please unmute? We are still unable to hear from you. Or is it from my end? Please, the others, can you hear from me? I mean, Frante, Naima, Amira, can you hear from me?
Yes.
Okay, that's fine. So it's from Aguna. Aguna, we would like to hear from you. Please share your screen again and then you unmute. Wow. Hello, Aguna. Okay, as we wait for them to come in, who else is ready to present? Or you want to say something? Who else is ready?
Amira, you want
Mark.
to present?
Or what is ready?
Ariane, you can go ahead and present. Ariane.
All right, one second.
Come on, present. What's the name of the farm?
Give me just a sec. I'll be right out. I'll
Aviation field trip. My experience at Kotoka International Airport. Report for the trip. Pre-trip preparation. Journey to Accra. Morning arrival at the airport. Before entry. The airport tour. The runway. The arrival. The custom. Which career at the airport do you want to pursue and once back home? Challenges. Recommendation for future trip. Myself. My name is Alexander Manyo, an EBS student from Team Edra. Pre-trip preparation. The day we were going to the trip was on Thursday, 19th October 2023. We left around 9:05 to 9:10 p.m. That was when we started the trip. I was very happy to go to an airport because it was my first time to travel to an airport. Journey to Accra. On the way to Accra, I did not see some of the things I was expecting, but I saw building and so on. We got to our destination at 4:10 before we went to the airport. Arrival to the airport. When the sky was finally clear, we took our bus to the airport. That was when the fun began. What you need before you can travel. Get your passport, get any necessary visas, vaccination card, buy insurance, develop a budget, research work for the destination you are visiting. The history of Kotoka Airport. The history of Kotoka International Airport was got by a person named Emmanuel Kwesi Kotoka. who was a Ghanaian soldier and led a coup d'etat in 1966. The airport has witnessed significant improvement infrastructure and facilities to meet the growing demand. The three terminals: Terminal 1 for private jets, Terminal 2 domestic travels, and the international flights. Terminal 3. The customs, they prevent banned items from entering or leaving the country by checking travelers and their luggages. Check if someone is hiding an illegal item. Here is some video of the custom checking us. The immigration service is mandated to regulate and monitor the entry, residence, employment, and exit of all foreigners. They also view passports. Challenges: we did not experience how it felt like to enter an airplane because our country do not have a personal plane, and we decided to go to the beach, but because of time, we could not make it. We went home very late, contrary to what we planned. Which career at the airport do you want to pursue and why? In the next 10 to 19 years in the future, I would like to become a custom officer because I want to ensure that people do not bring illegal material into the airport. Recommendation for future trip. In the next 10 years, I would like to travel to France because it's my dream country. Thank you. Conclusion: I like to say thank you to EBI for the lucky trip to the airport. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Alex. Do you have questions for Alex? You have a question? But we already asked those questions, which was answered.
I don't even mind this one. It's not my this.
So why didn't you include it? That was a good question. Answer.
So I forgot.
No, you went to the station somewhere early October.
Yes.
So how many months today? You are supposed to be reviewing your work each and every time to be updating it. So you don't forget about things you want to experience. Okay. That's not a good answer. Okay. John Paul have a question. You can ask.
Sir, look at the picture for the challenges.
What was the challenge you stated?
Yeah. So the challenge is we did not come home very early. And
So you want a picture for the reason why we didn't enter an aircraft?
Yes. No. Why?
Say it was my challenge.
That's why.
No, but he didn't state that as a challenge. Who said that?
Sir, we not come home early. Why don't we come home
So why didn't we come home early?
We were facing car troubles.
Where is the car? And the trouble.
Yes, he wants to know, so you tell him. After the question.
I did not get a valid picture of the car troubles.
You did not also explain the reason. Okay. So aside you not putting in the picture, you did not also state the reason we couldn't come home as planned. I hope you get that. So if you just tell someone they may be wondering what happened. But if you go ahead to tell them that because there was a fault in your car, and then I hope you get it. And then what is this way? Are you sure that is plain?
Mm.
This is plain.
Mm. 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 Mm.
Okay, so next time you check your spellings, okay, to ensure that you have the right spelling in there. Okay, thank you so much, Alex. But I just want to know if there are questions from Fante, Agona, USA. Alex is ready to take them, so feel free to ask your questions.
Retake.
Okay.
I don't have the check-in counter.
Okay, Martin said he didn't hear anything about the check-in counter. So why, Alex?
I forgot to add that part to my slide.
So just add it. Just talk about it.
Oh.
Can you tell us what we do at the check-in counter?
You check your visa.
Tell Martin.
The check-in counter, they are the people who check your visa, passport to see if you are using a different person's item or documents.
And then the immigration officers.
Hey, that one I talk about it. The immigration.
So tell him again.
Okay.
Tell him.
The immigration service is mandated to regulate and monitor the entry, residence, employment, and exit of all foreigners. They also view passports. Thank you. Please, have I answered your question?
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much, Martin, for that. Please, are there other questions from Frante, US, Aguna? Okay, and no further questions.
Sir,
Yes, Martin.
we didn't hear the waiting area.
Okay, that he didn't hear anything about the waiting area as well. So, no, these are some of the things you shouldn't ignore. Okay, if you have a presentation and then you've left out several areas of what you experience, it doesn't make a good account. Okay, so he wants to hear about the waiting area. You just tell him something. What do we do at the waiting area?
There, hey, Martin, please, that's where when maybe your parent or someone is coming from abroad, you wait for the person. For you to take some of your luggages. Maybe you have called someone in abroad to bring you some things. That's where you wait for it to arrive.
No, that's not it.
Yeah.
And now, what the waiting area say?
Okay.
No, what train then? No, you said when goods are coming from abroad, you wait for them.
Wait for the parents of them. Let me come. As I want to.
So why you said it's not it? Why you don't wait for your parents and friends? The waiting area is when after you have checked in, you have passed through the immigration, and then your flight is setting up. You sit there and wait. Okay, when the flight is ready, they don't call you to board. So it's a traveler that waits there.
It's when you wait, it's the place you wait for your flight. After passing through the immigration, that's where you wait for you to board your flight.
Okay.
And thank you so much, Martin, for asking all these questions. Okay.
Yes, sir.
If not because of you, we wouldn't get this much details. Any other person should feel free to ask questions. Because I understand this is what brings out the details. Okay, I think the question on the immigration have been answered. By looks, we are not hearing from Aguna in USA. Are there any challenges? Or you cannot hear from us instead?
Oh no,
Yes,
we
sir.
can
We
hear
are
you.
having some small challenges.
Sorry?
Having some small challenges.
Please say that again, Aguna.
We are having some small challenges.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that. I think we are also experiencing same here. Ours comes and goes. What about you? Are you able to hear from us?
Oh yeah, we can hear. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, thank you so much. So if there are no other questions, I think there's still some time. It's 4:22, so we can still take presentations. You have a question? What is your work? Okay, come and present. If there are no questions, Adu Frimpong want to present. Maybe your work is on the drive. Okay. I'm not sure I went through your work. I still want to present the last time, and I suggest areas we should improve. Have you done that?
This condition.
Hello, my name is Dominic Edison Jr. I come from Idra in the Ashanti region of Ghana. I attend school at Idra Roman Catholic. I am in basic 8. I love mathematics, and my mathematics teacher is called Mr. Musa Muhammad. I love mathematics because I like calculating, and when I grow up, I will be an accountant. Trip preparation. When I heard about this trip, I was happy, and when I went to, I started preparing myself the following day. I packed my things and all my needs because we were going the following day, and that day was Thursday. Journey to Accra. On the next day, on the day of the trip, we waited until the driver came. We sat in the car and the journey started. We sang and danced, and when we were tired, we slept. morning arrival at the airport. We got to Accra around 4 a.m. in the morning. We slept for about 3 hours, and when we woke up, it was 7 above. We brushed our teeth and took our breakfast, and we brushed our teeth and took our breakfast and kept our t-shirt on. We took pictures at the entrance of the airport, and we entered the airport. We took some pictures at the airport before the tour began. Customs. They checked the passengers and their legs to make sure there is no item that are not allowed on them. So here was Ghana, where we were checked by the customs. Immigration. The immigration service is mandated to regulate and monitor the entry, residence, employment, and exist of all foreigners in Ghana, and they are at the airport to check the entry and exist of foreign from the country. The runway. It is where the planes take off and land at the airport. My career at the airport. Many career is at the airport, but the one I love most is the custom. The reason why I love this job is that I don't want anyone to enter Ghana with weapons and other bags and other bad drugs. My experience back home. When I returned back home, I informed all my friends and family about what I saw and learned at Kotoka International Airport. I also told them my preferred career at the airport. Challenges. When we were about to reach Kumasi, our bus got a little fault, so we couldn't reach there. We slept there until the next day comes, and we got a mechanic and he worked on our car for us. Recommendation for future trip. I have had a dream that our next future trip is to United Kingdom. So here's the picture of United Kingdom. So thank you.
Okay. I'm wondering why you have this dream. So, we all share in your dream, okay? And we hope and pray that your next step will be at the United Kingdom. Thank you so much, Ata Senior or Junior. Okay. Please, do we have questions for him? Okay, Alex has a question. Alex, you can take the first bite. Louder, so those on the window.
You said we slept around 4 o'clock and you woke up 7 above. What's the meaning of the 7 above?
Oh, sorry, I didn't bring the AM. It was 7 AM above.
The above is still there. So what is the meaning of the above? Oh, 7 AM above.
Oh.
No, he just want to, what you meant by the above. What is the meaning of that?
Above is when
So let me help you out. Okay, so what did you wanted to say when we woke up?
I wanted to say that we woke up 7 AM above.
So the above, what you wanted to mean by the above?
What I wanted you to mean is that the time we wake up was 7 AM.
Exactly 7 AM or after 7 AM? Exactly 7 AM.
Maybe around 7 AM.
Thank you so much. So you could have taken the above out, or
Yes,
better still, like Madam said, around 7 AM. Okay, you have another question.
Please, you said the first one, they check leads. What's the leads?
They check? Okay, so he meant to say luggage. Okay, luggage. Another question.
Please, you said my career at the airport. Does it mean you work at the airport or?
Alex, I mean that the career at the airport, like immigration, customs, and others. But what I just talk about is customs.
So basically, you were telling us what you want to be in
Yes.
future. Yes. Okay. Any other questions? Contributions are also welcome. Okay. If you left something out you would like to add, feel free to add that. So you also didn't talk about the checking counter. Okay, so we've already spoken about that. Unless you have a different thing we've not spoken about, you can add.
The waiting area.
Okay, so Agona, Fancy, US, questions for Asaf Rimpong.
I haven't heard anything about luggage drop off and pick up.
Okay. Yes. I also didn't hear about that. But when we went to the airport, I remember our tour guide spoke about it. So can you tell us about how you go about carrying your luggage when you get to the airport? Where do you leave it? At what point do you leave it? And when you arrive at your destination, at what point do you pick it? And how do you even pick it? Anyone can help. Any one of you can help at that. Okay, let me be more specific. When you are carrying your luggage in your bag, okay, what does she say when you get to the airport? What does she say about your luggage? I remember you go to a place and they do what? So that place is the weighing. I just want to remind you, okay? And then after weighing, I remember that you can go and do what? You can go and wrap it, then you do what? And then when you get to your destination, at what point do you pick your luggage? That's what we want to understand. So any one of you can help. You want to talk about it? Oh, this was just last year, October. You've forgotten everything. Yes? Now, what do you do? Okay. Madam, I think they don't have the answer. So maybe I should help you the little I know, so that it will serve as a revision for us or a reminder to all of us. So I can remember very well that at the check-in counter, that is the same place where your luggage is being weighed, okay? And you are allowed to carry up to, your luggage must weigh not more than what? Is it 22 kg? 23 kg, okay? So there, and you can have up to two separate luggage or two separate bags. And each one of them should not weigh above 23 kg. So if it's above that, you have to pay extra. Okay. So after your luggage is being weighed, you are allowed to wrap it if you want. So there's a separate place you can go and you can go and wrap your luggage. And with that, you have to pay for that service. So you bring it back, and then your luggage is taken at that point before you even go to what we call it, the check-in system. Okay. So when you are done and you board your flight at your destination, you also pick your luggage at where? At the conveyor belt. Or you've forgotten about that? The belt that was there, and then the goods were rolling on it. So that is where you pick your luggage. And as soon as you pick your luggage from there, you meet the custom. And those are the ones that also check to ensure that you are not entering in with an illegal item. Or if you are bringing goods for maybe you are importing goods, you pay the duty on them. I hope you get it. So this is the little I can say about the luggage drop off and then pick up. I don't know if anyone wants to add up something from either Fante, US, Agona.
So we.
Who is talking? Please, you can go ahead. We are listening. Okay, Letitia asked a question. What happens when the luggage is overweight? Which I think we explained that. Okay, if there are no more explanation on the luggage, then let's take further questions. Martin, this time we didn't hear from you. Do you have any questions for Adu?
No, sir. No, sir.
Okay, thank you so much. Aguna, is your light back? Do you have questions? David, we didn't hear what you said. Can you please repeat that?
I say no.
Okay. So who else is, what's the time? I think there's still some time. 4:42. We can still take one more presentation. I just don't know if that is fine. So Aguna, are you ready to present?
Yeah.
Okay, then you can go ahead. Okay.
I almost cannot share.
Oh, I've stopped sharing, so you can share now.
Cannot say right now. I almost say, up on a say.
Mpacha say. Still, I almost cannot share. I'm gonna try sharing again and let's see. Okay, we can see your screen. Please, if you are talking, you have to unmute. We can't hear from you.
Singapore is a nation and a state. It is about 275 miles smaller than the state of Rhode Island and inhabited by 5 million people from 4 major communities. Chinese, that they are major. Malay, India, and Eurasian. Singapore is famous for being a good financial center, being among the mostly densely populated place in the world, having a world-class city airport, a waterfall, and a botanical garden that is a World Heritage Site. High standard of living in Singapore. Singapore consistently ranks highly in global indexes for quality of life. It has a stable political environment, low crime rate, and efficient public service. The country also has a strong economy with low unemployment and high salaries compared to other countries in the region. The language of Singapore. English is Singapore's main and one of 4 official languages, along with Malay, Chinese, and Tamil. The symbolic national language is Malay for historical reasons. The currency of Singapore. The Singapore dollars, that is SGD, is the currency of the island of Singapore. The symbol of the Singapore is S and the dollar sign. It is divided into 100 cents. The currency is issued and monitored by the Monetary Authority of Singapore. The national anthem of Singapore in English. Come, fellow Singaporeans, let us progress towards happiness together. May your noble aspirations bring Singapore success. In the chorus, come, let us unite in a new spirit. Together we proclaim 2 times. Together we proclaim. Onward, Singapore. Onward, Singapore. Onward, Singapore. History about Singapore's national anthem. Singapore's anthem, Majulah Singapura, is the national anthem of Republic of Singapore, composed by Subiru Said in 1958 as a theme song for official functions of the City Council of Singapore. The song was selected in 1957.
Okay, I think they have dropped off. It might be network issues or power issues. I think these are the two major issues you are facing here. But so far, I think he was giving a very good content about Singapore. And to me, one thing that caught my attention was what he just said last about the national anthem. Yeah, he said it was adopted in which year? 19? This is 8. So what do they share with Ghana? So Ghana and Singapore gained independence around the same time, 1957. Okay. So mostly comparisons are being made between Ghana and Singapore. When we both gained independence, I think Ghana's economy was quite better than Singapore then. Okay. And Malaysia is also in the picture. So I will have wished that he complete this presentation so we get a little more details about Singapore, because I was very curious to learn more. But it's unfortunate he dropped off the call. So, wow. It's almost 5. Mr. Letitia, I don't know if there's anything you can take over from this point.
Thank you. So now back to our project for the peep show. What do you guys have in mind? What are you thinking we can do as a group?
I think the painting ideas was good.
Okay, what do you guys want to paint?
Well, we could paint like what I was thinking personally is a giant peep, and it's like in a park somewhere, and there's people surrounding it of like all different ethnicities and races and stuff like that.
Okay.
I thought that would relate to our
What
message.
size?
Maybe like a big canvas. I don't really know.
Okay.
That's just my 2 cents.
Okay. What about Team Goddard? Is it a go? I like that idea though, but I don't know if anybody else has. So Ariane, you wanna draw that and send it so people will have an idea? And
Yeah, sure.
okay. And next week I'm gonna get the art stuff and let me know the colors of the paint and whatnot so I can get the right brushes and all those things. Okay. So if nothing else, then I guess I don't know whether Uncle Nee and Uncle Tony has anything to say.
But maybe before that, the project you just mentioned, I think I missed that.
Oh, Ariane, sorry. Shay, explain again.
Sorry, could you say that again?
Prof said he doesn't understand the project.
Okay, I'll go over the peep show real quick again. So there's these marshmallow bird things called peeps, and in celebration of Easter, they're holding a peep show, which is an art contest where you can use peeps or paint or draw or whatever. At least it has to relate to peeps, and it's held in Carroll County.
Okay. Thank you so much. I get it now.
Yeah. And this is something that we found out very late. So we are trying to submit something, but they do it every year. And so even if your creative ideas is not taken now, you can just let us know, and then next year we can whatchamacallit, use that anyway. They do it every year, and we plan to be part of this thing every year going forward. So I don't know. We are going to present it for everybody, but in the future we will find creative ways that everybody can be involved. Okay.
Wait, sorry. I just wanted to say something. I have a really good idea for a name for our little art thing.
Okay.
We could call it World Peeps, like World Peace, but with peeps.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Yeah. So Arian is going
Why
to.
were you saying that?
Uncle Tony, you saying something?
No, why were you saying her? No, when he brought an idea, you said hey.
Oh, this boy. I'm always scared of what Arian is going to say. But yeah, Arian. Yeah, so Arian is going to draw, and he's going to share, and I'll share with the Team Ghana. I'll share with you guys on the WhatsApp platform. If there's anything you want to add to the drawing, and Team USA, Amira, Naima, Rama, Julie, Ethan is not here. Anything that they want to add to it, then you can add to it. Okay. Okay. So I don't know if anybody have anything else to say.
Yeah, I do have one more thing to
Okay.
say. Get well soon.
Thank you. Thank you. So if nothing, can we close for the day?
I wouldn't hate that.
Okay, good job. Team USA, you don't make yourself look good. Ghana is always ready. Yes.
I was getting my presentation up and then someone else presented and I didn't know.
Mm-hmm. Of course, I'll give you the pass. Julie, Amira, you guys gotta amp yourself up. Okay, please. Team Ghana came ready. I'm begging you guys. They are the ones always having a power outage. They are the ones always having internet issue. And we have all these things. And we still are not ready. Please. I'm begging. Let's up our game. So I said next week, by God's grace, we're gonna start on our AI stuff. And if we get time, Julie, you can present. So I know no presentation next week. We're gonna do the artwork stuff. Okay. So enjoy the rest of your weekend. By God's grace, next week we will meet. Thank you all.
Thank you. Get well soon. Wish you a